Hello everyone. Today I'm talking about self-care. It's super important and probably super ignored by most people because many times people think that if they're taking care of themselves, they feel guilty because they're not doing something for others. This happens mostly it starts with moms and most of the women in our life, sisters, moms, everyone. They almost feel that, if they're not doing something for other people, then they're doing something wrong. That is so wrong. So, in fact, you can see on the napkin sides right in front of you, it says the less you care for yourself, the less of you are available to care for others. So, it almost beats logic if you think about it. So, you want to care for others, which is good, noble, and everybody will be grateful and all. But if your capacity is diminishing, how will you care for others? It's just not logical, but it's still people go through hell almost sacrificing themselves to care for others. And they don't realize that in the short term, it might work. In the long term, they will have less of themselves to care for others. That's why I said self care is not a selfish act. In fact, the opposite of it is an irresponsible act, both for themselves and for the people that they care for the people that they love, because you don't want less of yourself to be available later, isn't it? In fact, the graph goes like this. So if over time, if you care for yourself, then you will have more of yourself. Why have more of yourself? You may say that you'll be older and all those things, but you will also have more experience, isn't it? But if you stop caring for yourself, then you will have less of yourself. Which why? Because you can, when you are young, you can go all day long, all night long, and you can just keep working, working, working for other people. But as you grow older, the body also has its say. You want to stay up all night to help somebody else. Well, next day you won't be able to take care of yourself either. You'll be so tired, and then because you will feel guilty for not taking care of yourself, you beat your body some more, right? As if it's available in plenty for you, right? So that rarely lasts, and it is important to set boundaries of what you can do and what you cannot do. That's why in the when you're traveling in a plane, it says, "Please put a mask on yourself first." And it looks like there's a small boy or girl sitting next to you. You'll think, "Oh my God, how can I do this? I have to first put the mask on the baby." But you also know by now that why do the people on the plane say that is because in case you are not taking care of yourself, you'll not be there to put the mask on the baby, right? So it's logical. It's the only problem is that the short-term effects of not taking care of yourself is not um, very bad. That you can keep going at it in the short term as if nothing happens, but in the long term, it's really, really bad because very soon it will be so bad that you will need others to take care of you if you don't take care of yourself, right? And the pandemic is not helping. So, which is basically everybody thinks, oh, as a family, we all can be together. And who gets the worst of it is the mom and the wife, right? So, basically, now, as it is, the work life balance was complicated for moms. Now, not only so they will go to the office and come back and they had to do all these things. Now, when mom is always available at home, the kids have a field day. If they're young people, oh, mom is there, so I can go and ask her whatever I want, right? So, how it is your job to take care of yourself and set the boundaries so that you are there for a long time to take care of other people. So that's in the family. What about outside requests? So if you watch my other Facebook lives, I also talked about how to say no in a very thoughtful way. Because most people who make requests are not very thoughtful because in school they have not taught us how to make good requests. A really good request is something that the person who is who you are requesting, for him or her, it should be easy for them and valuable to you. And if you want to find out what that is, you'll have to do some prep work to see what is a request that this person will be glad to do it, because ultimately a really good request is not even a request. It looks like an opportunity for the person you are requesting something from. Most people are not that thoughtful. So you have your own arsenal to handle those not so thoughtful people. Otherwise, you will help them with a sacrifice on yourself, which you will regret about 10 years later. But for now, it's already done. So, once again, I just want to repeat, self care is not a selfish act. The opposite of it is an irresponsible act. So, one request I have is, even if you are fully aware of it and you are taking care of yourself, just look around in your network. Look at the women in your life, moms, sisters, and all of them. I would tell you, most of them are not taking care of themselves because they are feeling guilty. And you can either send them this video or just tell them plain out simple, saying that you better take care of yourself because I want you to stay long enough so that we can have a good life together. So, hope you will do it. And until next time, have a great, happy morning.